Alright, what's up, fellas? Whatever. Cut that, Tanner. You know what you're doing. Fresh start. Okay. So, have you ever bought a 1997 Miata and then realized your radiator has exploded on you while driving down the highway? Unfortunately, I have. Typical marketplace deal. You get there, it's all hunky dory, looks great, no issues, no leaks, don't see any leaks, no visible leaks, but some dumbass didn't check to see if the coolant reservoir or coolant radiator, whatever, was empty. After that, I drove about 2 hours home to get to my parking lot, whatever. Noticed that there was like a mist, a fine mist coming out, like the general direction of my radiator cap, and it was just water evaporating out of the top of the radiator. The OEM radiator has a black plastic on the top, whatever comes out. So I don't like that black plastic. Hides a lot of bull crap. So I got this. Full aluminum boy right here. Off of Amazon, of course. It's a cheap car, okay? I'm not putting anything bougie on a Facebook Marketplace purchase unless it's a nice Facebook Marketplace purchase. Oh yeah, if you're wondering, this is a DNA motoring radiator. I have installed DNA motoring parts before. I think it was on a Scion in high school. Not my Scion, please do not judge me. It was a Scion in high school in auto tech class. I was instructed to install a fart can from DNA motoring on this Scion, and as you can guess, it sounded like utter dog shit. So I didn't claim responsibility for that one, but the installation was good, and all the parts fit together. It just sounded like dog shit. So my radiator doesn't make sound, so that's good. I watched a video on YouTube. The guy did it. Seemed to go smoothly. All the holes line up. Wiring for the fans, he did the OEM connector, so that's what I'm going to try to do. I don't know what the deal is with these weird little ends, but basically I'm just going to copy and paste his video of how smoothly his installation went. I'm going to do the exact same thing, but different, because I don't have a garage, I don't have a lift, I don't have a jack, and my car, unfortunately, sits about this far off the ground, and if I measure that, 3 inches, 3 inch gap between the frame and the ground. And since I do not have a garage, I'm going to be doing it in O'Reilly's parking lot. What better place to break something than a parts store? I don't know how much they'll like it. I might actually call them after this and have an awkward conversation about, hi, can I install a radiator in your parking lot? And just hope they say yes. If they say no, I'm just going to go to a different O'Reilly's and not say anything and go in the corner and do my thing. All right, so I've just made it to O'Reilly's. Sat here for about 45 minutes waiting for my car to cool down so I don't scald my skin right off, because that would suck ass. Because she got about a little over halfway on the old temperature scale right there. Yeah, she's getting a little high. Kind of smelled like burnt. Nice and burnt all the way over here. Had a conversation with the O'Reilly's person behind the counter. They didn't really seem to care. I don't think it's any kind of policy or something if you can change the radiator in their parking lot or not, but he really didn't seem to care. So we're gonna go ahead with it. I've already done some small stuff, taking a couple bolts off, work on the skid plate, taking that off. With all my room to work, the ground is just right here. Yeah, I don't have much room to play right here, so gonna continue doing that. Say some cuss words and get rolling. Oh, who signed me up? This is very fun. Come out now? Maybe? But now, oh, you're a wizard, Harry. Oh. But it's not very much room to work, but it might be enough. So instead of opening it, I just stripped it. So that works too, I guess. I gotta figure out how to get that out. Get yeeted. Oh, yeah, she's Oh, it was full. I think my shirt's soaked. Oh, come on, you mother. I'm gonna destroy this car. I'm gonna start coming after the people that made mods of me out of after this. One bolt, really, bro? One fucking bolt. And it just has to be the tightest one and the hardest one to achieve to get off. You piece of shit. I hate laying on the ground and doing bullshit. No, I'm in an apartment. I think I'm about to say a slur. If this wrench slips one time, you're gonna hear it. You fucking. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? So when I found out my radiator was cooked, I just kind of drove it a little bit more. Ended up going to a car show 1 week after that. Because radiator held water, it just steamed a little bit. I know you got to keep that pressure in there, but I didn't really care because the car's not clapped, but I just didn't care. So I drove to this car meet. Everything went great. Got there, parked up, all's well. Didn't overheat on the way there. And then I got done with it, left, got 2 minutes down the highway, looked at my temperature gauge, and it flew to the moon actually and did not come back. So I drove for about 2 minutes trying to get to an exit. Got to an exit and landed in a Moe's parking lot, which is like a restaurant. Stole like two large water cups and dumped them in my radiator. Then made it 2 more minutes down the road. Got to a church. No, not 2 minutes, but 10. I made it like 10 minutes down the road. Got to a church and then filled my radiator up completely using one of their spigots that I politely asked to use, but I didn't steal their water. There was a guy working out there. He actually turned out to be a mechanic, according to what he said, and he let me have some water. So I took the water from the church, filled my radiator all the way up, and then I got about 2 minutes from my place, and then it stopped again. But I was smart enough to keep a large cup of water in a Miata cup holder, which isn't the best. I didn't have a lid, and the cup holders, as you know, are garbage. So this entire ride home, I had this water cup beside my shifter, and every time I'd hit a bump in a lowered car, that's great. It just goes everywhere. I'm pretty sure it got on my roof, my seats, my leg was soaked, but it came in handy when I needed it. And yeah, that's that basically. Got it back. So, all right. So basically, that's the extent of the install. Is what I just did backwards. So it looks like in the car. Not too shabby. Definitely looks thick. It's pretty looking. Double the width of her. Maybe it has a little bit more cooling capabilities than the last POS. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If I would rate my experience in the O'Reilly's parking lot 1 through 10, I think it would be a solid 4. Not 1, but 4. Nothing too crazy, but it wasn't very polite. I didn't enjoy it very much at all. But I appreciate anybody who watched this entire show of an outstall. You basically just watched the outstall video, and you like the install video. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hell yeah. See you next time.